you've considered, leaving the country. I don't know how many of you have actually considered scholarships. And when I say scholarships, I know the first thing that comes to your mind is who's going to pay for it? How am I going to get admission? What schools do I go to? So all of these are issues. Oh, allô, allô. Hello, you from Senegal, depuis Paris. C'est vrai? Allô, bonsoir. Okay, so I will be joined today by somebody who can take all the questions. Please listen very carefully. We're going to keep this very short and sweet. We're not going to waste your time. It's a Saturday evening, and a lot of you want to go out, hang out with friends, family, or just rest from your busy week, right? So we're not going to take your time. I promise you, we'll keep this really short and sweet. So very quickly, I am going to take a call from a specialist who will be answering all your questions and explaining further, about the scholarships. And she's in the person of Dr. Linda Iheme. Dr. Linda has done this over and over again, so this is her field. She's very what's the word? She's very comfortable, in this field. So very quickly, I will go ahead and add her to the call. Oh yes, I do speak French. Danielle, I speak French. So very quickly, I will add her to this call, and we'll get it going. Right? You guys ready? You guys ready? Oh, someone is watching from Brooklyn. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you guys. Okay, let's get the ball rolling. Let's look for Dr. Linda. Okay, trying to add her in so we can.
Hey! How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So happy to join you today.
Same here. Everybody say hello to Dr. Linda.
Hello.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I told them already, we're going to keep this very short and sweet.
Yeah.
Get the information they need. Boom, boom, boom. For anybody, we're not going to go round and round, beating about the bush, but we know that a lot of people need this. The truth, yes, a lot of people actually look for this information, and we're more than blessed. We're more than happy to have you here to address all of these issues. Seeing that you've handled it for a long time, thank you so much for coming on board. So very quickly, Dr. Linda, if you talk to me and you say, one way of living the country is scholarship, the first thing I'm thinking about is money. Do you understand? Hey,
Okay.
Dr. Linda, you want me to go and school abroad? Who is going to pay? You want to pay my father? So
Okay, yeah.
so those are the things. Yeah, those are the things going through my head. So if I'm one of your clients, what would be the first thing you say to me when you suggest migration via scholarship? What would you say to calm my nerves?
The first thing I'm going to say is that it is possible, it is doable. In fact, way easier than somebody could ever imagine, right? Let me start by saying that a lot of people want to travel abroad for the experience, and different people have different reasons for going abroad. So want to go live there temporarily, get the experience. So want to go live there permanently. So want to go get the education because it may help them at workplace. People value you when you have experience from different places, So people want to go abroad. But one thing I often notice is that it's like there are popular routes. In fact, the fact that it's popular means that a lot of people are going through that phase. If somebody think of going abroad, there are many, I can't even start naming now. But oftentimes they forget that study abroad is one way for anyone to travel abroad, whether permanently or temporarily. And we say that it is the fastest, most reliable, and easiest method of traveling abroad, irrespective of the reason for the travel. Yeah. And so having put that out there, I'm going to start with the question you asked, which is like fun, like when somebody is thinking of going abroad, they are thinking of, okay, how can I manage the funds that I have? And this is not to connote poverty, right? You know, there's a difference between somebody does not have money to do anything. Looking for what way is going to be for them. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's like the network is you can you hear me? Okay. Okay, great. So what in terms of funding, there are, I'll say, three major. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. There are three. Yes, I can. That's fine. Thank you. Okay, great. So the thing is that there are three ways. Oh, okay, let me make it four. There are four unique ways one can go abroad to study, right? The first one, which is like intuitive, is that you apply to a school, you get them, you have the money, you pay the bills, and you go. I mean, so let's get that out of the way. But some people are privileged to do this. For some others, it is a little bit tricky. So the one way is to go through scholarship, and scholarship can come in different facets. But what is most important is that it is possible to get a school abroad to pay your fees and even your living expenses. Sometimes they pay it in total, sometimes they pay it halfway. So that's what scholarship means. It is possible. I'm a living witness. I'm a living witness. I went on all full scholarship, all expenses paid, to Canada to do my master's. And when I wanted to go into PhD, I got admission in two schools, University of Toronto, and still in Canada because I'm in Canada. I'm talking to you today from Canada, and University of Waterloo. These are very top schools in Canada, and they all gave me full funding for my PhD. I had to choose. So when I said it, it's like, somebody's like, can I even just get one? You're talking of getting two and choosing. And to be frank with you, those were the only two schools I applied to. I strongly believe that if I had applied to a third one, I would still have gotten the same. So this is very, very possible. But on another level, for some people, they may not be able to get full scholarship that will cover everything. So it is very possible to get schools that are, I use the term, ridiculously cheap. Like when you see a very good school offering an MBA for 5,000 Canadian dollars, which is like 3,500 USD, you know, that is that's a huge gap between what you will normally get, where they're saying 20-something, 30-something thousand, right? So you can actually get admission in schools that are still very good, but have ridiculously cheap tuition. And why it is possible to do this manually, there are softwares that can actually help this person it's like you impute the course you want to study. It helps you search for school, get the schools that are offering the programs you put in, rank them according to the tuition, so that like, it's like you can just pick the one you want. But if fees or how to pay your school fees is like a challenge. Now, there is also another method, which is now the fourth method, right? The fourth method is that if for any reason this person either got admission, could not foot all the bills, there is an opportunity for the person to get local to people to organizations that can give them international loan. What I mean international loan means that these loan bodies are not in your home country, you know, so they can give international loan that will allow you to pay your fees, right? And then the person can pay back. But you see, I put that as number 4, meaning that I always tell clients, let that be a backup plan. It shouldn't be the first thing. Like, I want to go study, I want to go with loan. But that option is there. For some people, that's the thing they're going to, that's probably what may save them from their predicament, you know? Yeah. So these are the things surrounding funding. The point is that there is a way out. Because for some people, they are thinking about that funding and they are seeing it as if it's like, this is the stumbling block that is holding them from achieving this dream. But definitely there is a way out.
Okay, so I happen to know that you know the way out.
Yeah.
Because you've done this for so many years, you've done this for so many people,
yeah,
you know.
Thank you.
And had good results with your clients, and I know for sure that telling people that Dr. Linda can handle this